The top 10 places and things you should know before visiting DanaPoint in Orange County, California. Today, we'll explore everything from the beautiful beaches and parks to historical sites, popular attractions, hidden gems, and more. We'll start near Doheny State Beach, then traveling north, we'll check out popular locations like DanaPoint Harbor, Salt Creek Beach, Heritage Park, Bluff Top Trail, the Lantern District, and much more. We'll explore activities you can do here, including shopping, dining, and we'll try some of the top-rated coffee. Then we'll uncover a few off-the-beaten-path areas many visitors overlook and explore why you should consider visiting here on your next weekend trip. Located in Southern California, DanaPoint is a 7-mile scenic stretch of the Pacific coastline in Orange County, right between Los Angeles and San Diego. It's known for its marina, the beautiful homes and parks, the surf culture, and beaches. The region was historically inhabited by the Ahashiman and Juaneño people, with settlements here along the wetlands dating back thousands of years. Spanish explorers arrived in the 16th century, followed by the area becoming part of Mexico in 1821. In the 1960s and 70s, the harbor was developed and the town transformed rapidly. Today, DanaPoint is recognized as a luxurious seaside city with thriving tourism, incredible beaches, and the famous Dana Harbor. Here are the top 10 places and things you should know before planning your visit to DanaPoint. First on our list is Doheny State Beach. It was California's first state beach, donated by oil tycoon Edward L. Doheny in 1931. The beach attracts over 1 million visitors per year, and it's known for all of the amenities such as beachfront camping, open grass lawns, picnic facilities, equipment rentals, and the beachfront Doho Cafe. The beach even has a visitor center and an aquarium. Doheny Beach is also a premier surfing destination with iconic waves shaped by the DanaPoint Harbor, creating a smooth and gentle ride. It was even mentioned in the Beach Boys song Surfin' USA. The annual Doheny Surf and Art Festival celebrates the area's surf culture and heritage with activities and attractions, including local artwork and surf equipment. There's also live music performances, surf competitions, and demonstrations. It's a great place for family get-togethers and events, and considered an ideal place to learn how to surf. Bordering the beach to the north is DanaPoint Harbor. Looking at a map of the city, it's the most recognizable feature along the coast. The harbor was originally a shallow cove known as Dana Cove, named after the sailor Richard Dana Jr., who visited and wrote about the area in 1835. The cove was a frequent destination for ships to anchor and trade, and was also known for its dangerous waves that made it difficult to access. The harbor construction began in 1966. The large breakwater jetties were constructed enclosing the cove, and today the harbor houses over 2,500 residential vessels. The harbor is an attraction for visitors interested in sailing, equipment rentals, tours, or the many dining options. We stopped by John's Fish Market and tried the fish and chips. This is a good option if you enjoy fried seafood and a casual atmosphere. There are many high-rated restaurants nearby of all price ranges, and I'd recommend comparing the reviews before you visit. This is also the location of one of 3 launch points for the Catalina Express, which takes passengers back and forth to Catalina Island. On any given day, you'll find travelers arriving and departing here. The harbor is described as the dolphin and whale capital of the world, known for its whale-watching tours and excursions. Throughout the harbor are nice walking paths, and during the holidays, the harbor comes to life with festive holiday lighting and the Harbor Light Cruise boat parade. If you're in the mood for a snack, we enjoyed the ice cream shop called the Scoop Deck, and for coffee, there's the Coffee Importers. If you're enjoying the video or learned something new so far, give the video a thumbs up. It helps the channel and spreads the word to fellow travelers. Now back to the video. Some of the greatest views in DanaPoint can be found at the parks on top of the bluffs. Heritage Park is a beautiful, grassy park with pine trees sloping down the hills along the shaded walking paths. It's home to the Doris Walker Overlook, often a location for weddings with an incredible view of the harbor. There's a public parking lot, making it an easy place to access and a great place for picnics or studying at the park. In the distance, you can see Lantern Bay Park, just to the south above Doheny State Beach. There's a large lawn with lots of room for activity and a parking lot with a playground and restrooms. Next to the park is the Laguna Cliffs Marriott Resort and Spa, and the close distance to Doheny Beach means you can walk down the hill to the beach or harbor. Another destination with a view is the Bluff Top Trail, a 0.2-mile long historic walking trail. The concrete path with wooden bridges overlooks the harbor with several viewpoints along the trail. Along the path, you'll see the DanaPoint arches, remnants of the DanaPoint Inn. The project was started in the 1930s but canceled during the Great Depression. Most of the original structure was removed in the 80s, and now the arches are preserved as a historic landmark. Next to the arches is the Hide Droher, a life-size bronze sculpture depicting a 19th century sailor throwing a cowhide over the cliffs to trade with ships passing by below. This was actually a common trade practiced here in the past. Close by is the town center known as the DanaPoint Lantern District. It's named for the maritime signal lanterns that used to line the streets in the early 19th century. Traders used color-coded lanterns to signal ships in the harbor below. Along Del Prado Avenue are a mix of shops, dining, and outdoor spaces. One interesting thing you'll see is the decorated elephants here and throughout the city. The decorated elephant sculptures are part of the Elephant Parade, an awareness campaign supporting elephant conservation. These elephants were designed and painted by artists, and even some by celebrities like Katy Perry, Khloe Kardashian, Ricky Gervais, and others. We found spotting the elephants to be a fun activity for the kids, and altogether there are 83 elephant statues scattered around the city. We next stopped by one of the highest rated coffee places in DanaPoint.
We are here at Bear Coast Coffee. According to our research, it was one of the best coffee places here in DanaPoint. And so I got a latte. Let's see. Delicious, highly recommend it. And they have a cute little bear.
Yummy!
To the north is Hilltop Conservation Park. This is a conservation area that forms the point of DanaPoint. There's hiking trails here totaling a little less than a mile, and this is one of the greatest viewpoints of DanaPoint. From here you can see much of the southern Orange County coastline down to San Clemente. And just to the north is, in my opinion, one of the most beautiful beaches in Southern California called Salt Creek Beach, and we'll head there pretty soon. Close to the cliff is the DanaPoint Nature Interpretive Center. The Conservation and Educational Center features panels and displays explaining the geological formation, plants and animals, and the history of the DanaPoint headlands. It's open to the public from Tuesday through Sunday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. This area is also where there's been some recent news about houses at risk to landslides. Heading down Cove Road leads to what was once Dana Cove. Before the port was constructed, waves crashed along the cliffs here. It was even a surf spot for a time. Today it's home to several attractions. Here you'll find Baby Beach, considered an ideal spot for families with young children because it's protected from waves by the jetty. This also makes it a great launch point for paddleboards or kayaks. And extending 200 feet out into the water is the DanaPoint Mini Pier, a popular fishing spot. Docked here is the Spirit of DanaPoint, a traditionally built replica of a schooner from the 1770s during the American Revolution. Before it was docked here, there was another vessel called the Pilgrim that was used by the Ocean Institute for educational programs. Sadly, it sank in 2020 for reasons that are still unclear. Today, the Spirit of DanaPoint stands in its place. The Ocean Institute is an educational organization founded in 1977. It offers marine science, maritime history, and outdoor educational programs for students and the public. It's open weekdays from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and 10 till 3 on the weekends, allowing visitors to see marine animals and ocean-themed exhibits. Near the jetty are stairs that lead down to the beach. During low tides, you can walk up the coast to caves right along the shore below the bluffs. We didn't visit this time, but it's a fun place for adventure seekers. Just plan on getting your feet wet and visit during the lowest tides. A short drive to the north on Selva Road is Strands Beach. There's a large parking lot with plenty of free parking, grass areas, and a hiking trail. Here you'll find Vista Park, a beach overlook, and a great spot for watching sunsets over the ocean. The beach is considered partially accessible, with a funicular, otherwise known as a small elevator, available to take visitors down to the sand during specific hours. It wasn't open when we visited, so we walked down to the beach from the parking lot. The staircase might be difficult for some travelers, so keep that in mind. Once at the bottom, a road leads down to the sand, and from here you can walk north along the beach or take the boardwalk south. The path leads to a small cove at the southern edge of Strands Beach. It's a casual beach, good for laying out along the shore. Walking back up, we counted the stairs, and if I'm not mistaken, there were 164 steps to the top. It's a pretty good workout, and I wouldn't be surprised if people run the stairs for exercise. About a half a mile to the north is Ritz-Carlton Drive, and here you'll find what I consider to be one of the most beautiful beaches in Southern California. Unfortunately, the weather didn't line up perfectly this day, but we still had a great time. Salt Creek Beach is a wide, sandy beach known for its great surfing conditions, tide pools, and scenic Bluff Top Park. It's an ideal place for beachgoers, surfers, and families. When you first arrive, you'll see the parking lot, and here you can pay for a full day or hourly rate. To get to the beach, you walk under this bridge, and on the other side is Salt Creek Beach Bluff Park. There's a 7-acre grass area which overlooks the beach, and throughout the park are picnic tables, barbecues, benches, walking paths, and a half-court basketball court. The scenery here is incredible, and it's one of the most beautiful parks by the water that I've seen. To get to the beach, you walk down the road, past the restaurant, and you take the stairs to the sand. There was plenty of room on the beach, which extends a mile in total. We went to pick up some food from Young's Beach Shack and ordered the avocado salad and fish and chips. They were both very good, but I'd have to say the salad was the highlight for me, and it was reasonably priced. Above on the top of the bluffs is the Ritz-Carlton. The luxury resort overlooks the Pacific Ocean and Catalina Island in the distance. It has an incredible view of the Orange County coastline, and from this vantage point, the coast has a Mediterranean appearance, reminiscent of the Italian or French Riviera. A couple hidden gems most people miss that you might want to visit are at the southern edge of DanaPoint, beginning with Pines Park. The park sits on a bluff overlooking Capistrano Beach below, and Doheny State Beach to the north. There's a great view of the coastline from above, with grassy areas and benches that make it a nice spot for a picnic. There's also a semi-enclosed playground area ideal for young kids. At the bottom of the hill is Capistrano Beach, also known as Capo Beach. The great thing about this beach is the free parking right along the shore, which is rare in Orange County. The beach has a great surf break and views of San Clemente Pier to the south and DanaPoint Harbor to the north. It's more of a low-key place and an alternative to the popular state beaches and parks. Let us know your favorite places to visit in DanaPoint in the comments below, and pass on your advice to the next traveler. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up so YouTube knows it's valuable for other travelers. And for more content about Southern California and beyond, consider subscribing. To learn more about what you can do in Orange County, click here. Thanks for watching, I appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next video.